Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, a great way to support the channel is by leaving a like, by leaving a comment, by telling me what your favorite altcoin is, or by subscribing if you have not already done so. It does indeed help with the algorithm. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed, because there's always a quintillion things happening in the cryptocurrency space, and we go over it here over the weekend. I have to sneeze and I really want it to go away. And without further ado, let's move on. So here's something that, it's not so much news I missed as the news is still currently going on, but I thought we should go over it just, for giggles. China's top financial regulators on Friday intensified a crackdown on cryptocurrencies with a blanket ban on all crypto transactions and mining. Now, I'll give it a good minute before we actually go into this, because I want you to hear exactly what's going on so that we can completely put an end to it. According to a Reuters report, China's most powerful regulators announced a complete blanket ban on all crypto transactions and mining. That means everything. Everything? Everything. China intensified its crackdown on cryptocurrencies on Friday in a sudden, air quotes, move to put a complete blanket ban on cryptocurrencies. 10 agencies, including the central bank, financial, securities, and foreign exchange regulators, vowed to work together to root out illegal cryptocurrency activity. Earlier, China had banned crypto mining in some provinces as well. For those of you who do not know or are completely unaware, and I do not blame you if you don't know this, China and many other countries are working on their own central bank digital currencies. These are going to be the most centralized things you've ever seen in your entire life. China began to roll theirs out about a good year and some change ago. They've been having lotteries. You can Google it, type in like CBDC lottery, yada, yada, yada. You'll actually end up finding it. So a lot of people are continuously surprised whenever we get news that they're intensifying their crackdown or rebanning or doing whatever. Part of the problem is now, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to be going, yep, shaking your head, because you'll understand this if you've been into cryptocurrencies for the last couple of years. They already banned cryptocurrency multiple times. This is not the first time. I'm not exactly sure how you can re-ban something that is already banned. It's like, imagine trying to go to your local supermarket and they've banned apples. You go, no, I really wanted a Granny Smith apple. And then you try and go back next week and they go, I'm sorry, we've re-banned apples. And you go, we haven't had apples in a while. Like, I know you already banned it. So like, it wouldn't have the same effect. Like, you wouldn't be re-devastated because you knew that they already didn't have the apples that you wanted. Weird analogy, but you still get exactly what I'm saying. This is an article from 2020. It says authorities shut off electricity to Bitcoin miners in China's Yunnan province. We knew this already. We knew that even last year they announced that they were banning Bitcoin. They usually do it sometime for some reason around June or September. Not sure why that time frame, but it was already banned. They told people to shut off their machines. And do you remember the news that came after that? All the people who were announced that they had to shut off their machines, they moved to Texas, they moved to Alaska, they moved to Iceland, they moved to, I think, northern Norway or something like that, and other places around the world. They already banned it again last year. Oh no, what? That's just crazy. This is an article from 2019. It says, how might China's ban affect Bitcoin? Because once again in 2019, in June, they announced that they had rebanned Bitcoin all over again. Beijing bans Bitcoin. But when did it all go wrong for cryptocurrencies in China? If you're not looking at the screen, this is an article from 2018. Are you seeing the pattern now? China's Bitcoin crackdown forces exchanges to close. The price is crashing. September 15th, 2017. That's right, boys and girls. They announced in 2017 as well. They didn't like Bitcoin and they were banning it. Nobody could use it. Nobody could touch it. Couldn't trade it. I'm not really I'm trying to make sense of reality at this point. I sincerely hope that anyone who actually sold off was a whale who was trying to scare other people into selling off their coins as well. That's the best case scenario that I can actually really hope for at this point, because anyone who's actually been into crypto for more than a year and a half, if you sold anything, my actual goodness. And I mean that in the nicest, like most sincere way, because there's no way on this green and blue planet that anyone should have fallen for that at all. It says, buy Bitcoin. China to ban trading of virtual currencies. 11th of September 2017. China bans financial payment institutions from cryptocurrency businesses. That is from the beginning of this year. Whoa, my gosh. If I could have like some special effects, I would totally add them in of me like flying backwards through like a space wormhole or something like that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, remember earlier this year, they also announced another ban. That's why the people also left to go mine in other countries. They said no one can touch it. Again, for like the 89th time. And yeah, this is from yesterday. This is actually from the NASDAQ, and I'm very happy for that comma and the last word of the sentence. It says the People's Bank of China bans Bitcoin again, because they do it every year. And every year we have the same issue where people keep selling off. Other websites, for some reason, keep going, well, this is it for Bitcoin. I don't know why. Like I said, the only thing that makes sense to me is that the only people who sold were whales. They saw the news. They thought this is a great opportunity to scare the rest of the market so that other people can sell their coins so that they can buy up at a lower price. I'm going to assume it was not only whales, and many other people panic sold because they don't pay attention to history. No one ever looks back. No one ever does their own research. No one ever digs a bit further. I try to make videos every single day to really give you the actual news. There's a reason why I don't give you, like, you know, at the beginning we have like a price thing, and then the rest of it is news. I try not to give you the hype like the other cryptocurrency channels. Have you seen this coin going up by 15,000? Hope you bought this coin with all the little weird facial expressions on their thumbnails. Anyway, yeah, in case you were wondering why prices fell, it's because this is, I think, the fifth or sixth time. Like they've done it multiple times per year before, where they have once again banned Bitcoin. So, yeah, what usually ends up taking place is prices fall as usual, and then about 2 weeks later, prices go back up. But hold on to your horses, because next May, it's going to be the exact same thing again. As of right now, the thing that makes me slightly optimistic is that this is a complete blanket ban. Like over and like, I mean, this is a complete across all sectors. Before it was normal people couldn't do it, and the normal people could do it, but it had to be over the counter. And then they stopped a lot of that as well. And then it had to be this, and you couldn't use stablecoins, and you couldn't. So they've really kind of nipped away at the entirety of the tree. There was one leaf left, and it was the entire blanket ban. So this, by all logic, tells me we should never hear news from this country again. It should never, ever be relevant to the cryptocurrency space, because they've completely banned all activities once again. You know that they're not the only country on the planet who's actually banned cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and trading, right? But for some reason, we never hear about the other ones re-banning it as well. Anyway, so yeah. This should be, and I mean, this is a gigantic silver lining. I said this as well when they kicked out all the people who were mining Bitcoin. We should never hear the name of that country with Bitcoin mining ever again. Ever. It should never have to be in our news. Ever. Even when they eventually reinstated about 7 years into the future because their economy is not doing too well, that we also shouldn't hear about it then. And also right now, as this is officially a complete blanket ban, I hope that everyone in their country who has Bitcoin leaves if they can. Watch the news. And then after that, you know, we just never hear about them again. So yeah, that's the current news right now. That's why Bitcoin is like at 42,000 or something like that. I saw it and I chuckled to myself, because I was like, there's no way that people are falling for this once again. Anyway, that's news. And let's move on. Next up, Cardano has successfully integrated smart contracts. This happened on the 12th of September. The key upgrade was a major milestone coming at a crucial time when NFT and DeFi markets were touching new highs. The smart contract functionality would allow Cardano to support dApps, DeFi, and NFTs, which are governed through smart contracts. 4 days after the upgrade, Cardano's blockchain smart contract count has breached past 2,200 smart contracts. I'm sure it's even a lot higher than that. It says a lot of the contracts haven't yet been deployed as developers are waiting for a specific time to, they have allocated the space on the blockchain, yada, yada, yada. Today is also the Cardano Summit. I'm trying not to be excited about it. The people from Cardano have said that they have some amazing announcements, some amazing partnerships to announce as well. So let's see how that goes. I guess the point of this news is that the blockchain's working and they have thousands of smart contracts. And I assume we'll get news when it's tens of thousands and 500,000 and then 1 million smart contracts, and they'll have like a Cardano party or something like that. But once again, I expect Cardano to do extremely well. They've weathered the crypto storm multiple times and are currently, if I'm not mistaken, the number 3 coin. So cool. I guess we'll see on Monday exactly how the Cardano Summit went. Let's move on. Next up, there's also been like a really weird, odd conversation going on, and I'm not sure why this keeps taking place. Brian Armstrong, who's the head of Coinbase, is detailing a new list of predictions for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency industry at large. Armstrong says he believes a billionaire Bitcoin flippening is coming that will boost science, tech, and charitable causes in the years ahead. So there are a lot of, and I maybe even have another one over there as well. I should have moved it over, but it's fine. There's been a huge discussion by a lot of people. How do I even put this into a proper sentence? Flippening. The idea of a flippening is continuously in the news. This flippening has nothing to do with Ethereum in this case. The idea that he has and many other people have is that the earliest adopters into crypto are going to be some of the richest people on the planet. And therefore, as they understand technology, they will begin to be philanthropic, Mary Poppins, in many multiple spaces where they're going to be able to donate and basically bring us into a new era of technology that isn't currently happening because the people who currently hold the wealth are aged, one would say, and don't really care about technology. So sure, I totally can see that happening. But this was also like really popular isn't the word. Like, it's constantly being discussed by some of like the top people in the cryptocurrency space. And I feel like, once again, this is like a slight mimic of 2017 because we were also having like slight discussions of the people who are holding Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies earliest would also be the wealthiest people. Not really sure, but this was also in the news as well. And it's not just Brian Armstrong who's been talking about this. There's been multiple other people who were also discussing like we are on the cusp of a... I guess you can call it a flippening of wealth, if you will. One would call it like a wealth transfer, but I guess the term flippening in crypto is far more popular. All right, let's move on. Next up, on the 17th of September, the world's largest NFT marketplace called OpenSea announced the launch of a platform of their mobile application. OpenSea's marketplace users can now access a wide variety of NFT collections on their smartphones by downloading from Apple's App Store or Google's Play Store. According to the marketplace statistics DApp Radar, OpenSea is the largest NFT market in terms of global trade volume. All-time statistics indicate that OpenSea has 625,000 traders and $6.5 billion worth of volume. Axie Infinity and CryptoPunk's NFT collection fall behind OpenSea's volume, as Axie Infinity has 2.1 billion and CryptoPunks has gathered $1.3 billion as well. Side note, I have something very big launching on OpenSea in about a week and some change, so get excited about it. The other portion is everyone seems to be launching their, what is it called? Their own like smartphone thing. Binance just did one. Robinhood is trying to launch a new wallet app in their app. Who was the other one? There was one other company who also just released something, but like it's only for iOS. It wasn't Robinhood. Who was it? Coinbase? No. Somebody also just released something else that was also just for iOS, and eventually it'll be coming for Android as well. NFT market. So once again, for those of you who have not been here the last couple of while, the NFT world is gigantic and it's only going to get larger. I have myself become I'll say an absorber of NFTs. I'm a little, I won't say obsessed, but I keep buying them. I actually have, hello friends, if you're watching, I actually even have like a little like NFT club where me and my friends get together and kind of buy NFTs. I think I bought over 100 NFTs in like 3 weeks or something like that. So yeah, it's getting real. Anyway, cool. It makes it a lot more accessible to people. Yeah, because anyway, all right. So OpenSea now has a smartphone app. I think it's just a lot easier because not everyone is really walking around with their laptop in their hands waiting for a drop to happen. But cool. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. No, like you really don't get it. Like I'm really obsessed with NFTs at this point. Like, I don't think people understand the gravity of the situation. Next up, here's the other conversation that keeps happening, and I just think it's kind of odd that they're all chiming in so heavily to this. Stablecoins have become a serious topic in the crypto community for a while now, following the speculation that the SEC is targeting markets after the commission hinted that some stablecoins may be securities. How exactly? My mind and body are not sure. With stablecoins gaining a lot of popularity this year, the market has a lot of questions to ask. Coinbase's Brian Armstrong opened the floor for a conversation with other prominent crypto supporters. When he asked whether stablecoins are fit for combating inflation, the answer is no. He said if fiat-backed stablecoins really become inflation coins, not stable, then how will we get a coin that is truly stable? Perhaps something that tracks a basket of real-world goods, purchasing power parity, using oracles, ideas welcome. So for some reason, this discussion is now going around, and I'm not, once again, this was started by the people from Facebook, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not in every single room or conversation. Basically, the idea that the world needs, air quotes, stablecoins to be able to transact with each other back and forth. However, governments don't like this because they're also trying to create their own stablecoins in the form of central bank digital currencies. And they believe that they are the only ones who should be able to create and denominate, put out into the world anything that has value, if you will, that can be used back and forth in stores. The other discussion then comes down to, well, we have stablecoins. Why would we need your central bank digital currency? And this is where, once again, Facebook comes in because they're like, oh, yeah, and Coinbase also has their own stablecoin as well. However, these things are based off of the euro, the yen, the dollar, which is inflating by 6-7% this year as well. So what exactly about it makes it stable? Is it stable because it is one-to-one with that dollar, regardless of the actual value of the dollar, which continues to diminish in value every single year because of inflation? But then it's not really stable for our market. You would then need more stable coins to be able to properly end up trading within the cryptocurrency market as cryptocurrency prices continue to rise and the value of stable coins themselves, as they are pegged to actual currencies, fiat currencies, if you will, continue to fall. So I don't think we're ever going to get to an actual answer for this. I think stablecoins are going to be around for a very long time. I give it at least another 5 to 10 years that they're going to be very dominant in our market, where people continue to use them for trading and whatnot, what have you. However, I think we will eventually get to a point where Bitcoin or Ether or XRP or insert your favorite cryptocurrency here's value becomes really high and therefore very stable, and therefore we use that as the actual stable coin, if you will. But until then, yeah, I still am shocked that we have not seen Facebook launch their crypto platform or coin or wallet, whatever that thing is actually called. They've been talking about that since 2019. We had news at the beginning of this year that they were going to launch it. Sometime around summer, they said they would be launching it Q3 or Q4. That's right about now. We still have not seen Facebook's coin. Not that we need to, but you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, all right. Let's move on. And to finish things off, Binance continues to reduce the number of services it offers on certain markets by halting derivatives trading in Australia. So this was news that we were told to care about, but no one actually cares about this. This keeps happening over and over. For those of you who do not know, you are now going to be well aware. There are many people in the space who don't like something for whatever reason. There are people who don't like Coinbase. There are people who don't like Binance. There are people who I'm sure don't like me. That's, sure, why not? Just leave the channel. The door is like right there. There's an X button somewhere. I don't know where your X button is, but just exit out of it. For some reason, Binance has been in the spotlight quite a lot recently because of the US SEC and many other regulators around the world who are upset because Binance doesn't have an actual physical location. Not joking. They want them to have an actual office where these regulators can walk in and say, you've been regulated or something like that. I'm not sure how regulation works. But I think there are now 4 countries. It's Australia, Singapore, the US, and 4th country, can't remember their name, who are coming down the hardest on Binance. What? Can't believe it. So Binance is constantly being told to halt certain features on their platform. It's like lending products and derivatives and options and futures and stuff like that. Stuff that normal people really don't care about, but in the news, it's being presented as something that, oh boy, Binance is in trouble, when they're not. Binance is not the only crypto exchange that's been told to stop these operations. It just happens to be that Binance at this moment is the most popularly unpopular when it comes to regulations. The regulatory clampdown against the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange keeps pressuring the company to stop providing some of its services. The latest to close down are futures, options, and leverage tokens for Australians. 99% of you are not using futures, options, or leverage trading at all whenever you enter the cryptocurrency space. So this has absolutely nothing to do with you. Binance announced in September the latest change in services offerings affecting Australian users only. And yeah, that was also in the news as well. And we've had it before for Singapore, and we had it for the US SEC, who wants them to get paperwork, and then everything will be totally fine. So, yeah, that's the Binance news. Kind of weird, right? But, that's I guess why it's news I missed, because, the news is kind of Missy Elliott. All right, anyway. Yeah, I do hope that you all enjoyed. I do hope that you all got something from it. I'm not really sure. Don't worry about the China news. It happens literally twice a year. And the really annoying part is, once again, we are going to hear from some company who bought the dip. Maybe El Salvador bought the dip. Prices will rise eventually at some point in the future, and then it'll be like this never ever happened. But that's a $31 million transaction. Oh, someone just sent 734 Bitcoin. Anyway, I do hope you all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great night. Now I can't stop looking at the numbers. I do hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. Oh my gosh, that's 9 million, 9.7 million. Wow. Okay. See you